Lake is a beautiful and great map. It's almost like an Italian grandmother's kiss. Mwah! Perfect! To make this the easiest, I'm going to create two groups of the 6 most popular maps. Nuke, Short Dust, and Inferno in one since they're all cut down from bigger maps, and then Elysian, Guard, and Lake in another group since they're all standalone maps. And to show exactly why Lake is the bee's knees, I'm going to be showing you some other maps first. So let's start off with Nuke, and as many of you can see, or have played it yourself, it's a simple cropped version of the competitive map Nuke, and it only has the Site B on it. Now this side might be a better pick than Site A because of Heaven and other side favoring things. B Site Nuke isn't actually that much better than Site A. Now, I know exactly what you're going to say. Plop, I gosh darn diggity love this map, and I don't blame you for that, except it serves only one good purpose. The map is really only good for warming up. You see, with the 3 entry points for the T's, it's a lot of quick firefighting and short endings to the round. There just isn't a lot of strategy that can be used on this map. No pulling out wide, no flanking, no nothing. It's just quick pushing or kind of slow pushing. So what am I getting at here? Play Nuke if you like it, or just play Nuke to warm up with your aim and practice shooting a bit before comp. It's basically just an all-skill map with no strategy. And I'm not saying that there's no strategies exactly, I'm just saying there's few and it's very hard to do. It's time to talk about Short Dust. And unlike how Nuke is both in Wingman and competitive, Dust is only in Wingman right now. And as much as it saddens me, a lot of you won't know the original Dust unless you've played in other game modes or been in the CSGO community for a few years now. This bomb site that you see was never an original bomb site, like how on Nuke Wingman they use Site B. But this could play to its advantage. Outside there's this great spot where it opens up and provides a lot of open space, allowing for some long range fighting, which you won't see too much of on Nuke.
One guy left.
Bruh. Now, I gotta explain why it's better for actual Wingman play, but still not as good as Lake. So here's the outline of the map. While there is flanking capability here, there is 2 spots on the map where you can watch everything, here and here. And these 2 spots allow you to see exactly where they're coming from and ruin it, as one CT can watch either side and know exactly where they're going. Obviously it opens up, but only when a CT isn't watching these angles. So I guess what I'm getting at here is Short Dust is a decent map, it has its flaws, and it's a lot better than what I think the Short Nuke is, but I don't think it's quite there yet. Now, I also want to dip my toes into Inferno, but I found it to be very similar to Short Dust. A couple of angles, some range, basically one level besides apartments, and a lot of who can shoot whose head first. So I'll spare you the details on this and move right along. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. This part of the map, this alleyway, turns this map from a good one into a great one. It adds width to the map. This is like if the control room in Nuke extended all the way to CT spawn. It opens a 4th angle, a flanking ability, strategy. The 2 CTs can't watch all this. One CT could watch the alley, but then it opens up these other 2 spots for the Ts to attack, and the CT can't watch both these spots because there's a truck here, or they're going to be constantly turning around and having to look at both ways at once. Hopefully enough of you have played this since it's about 5 months old, and to be honest, it's grown on me a lot. It's the width of this map that just extends it and makes it so much better. The width that I just explained is why Lake is great, since the entire map of Lake is like a nice square. And I'll get into that a lot more, but I first gotta hit the last map, Elysian. Elysian is similar to Guard, with being one of the newest maps in Wingman. It has a great modern aesthetic, reminds me a lot of Agency, and I could suck it off some more, but let's take a deeper look. So it's quite simple in layout, but provides some different aspects from the other maps we looked at, such as the little bathroom connection here, which gives you a good little access point. There's also long halls on each side of this map, which provides for some nice long-range fighting. It's a square. But on a real note, I think it provides something new in the Wingman game, because it provides a lot of easy rotation around the map, it balances itself out, which I think a lot of Wingman maps actually suffer from. I'd say besides Lake, if you want a balanced experience with strategy, some skill, accuracy, the full level of CSGO into a 2v2 gameplay, this is the map for you. Off the bat, you can just tell Lake looks different. It's open, no restricting hallways, has a great long range and short range fighting abilities, allows for some great clips. But it's the house that really connects the large outside to something. The 4-level house, when you add the basement on top of the roof for extra levels, provides height to the map, which already has a large stature. This is why I say other maps were lacking in strategy. When you have the ability to go anywhere since there's no walls restricting the outside, and be sneaky without the other team even knowing where you're going, it's scary. Then you have the ability of multiple levels where you can jump down to any level below with ease. It allows for another dimension of movement. The combat is also unique, with the CTs being able to jump onto the roof quickly or even use the rock to jump on the garage roof. The Ts are able to fight back though, because they have the ability to instantly snipe someone if they jump on the wood pile quick enough. And there's a lot of other strategies they can do, especially just rushing in basement and not even going outside at all. There's also multiple tree jumps, sneaky plays, and other things that you can do with basically moving around anywhere. It's this ability with being able to pick a different strategy each round and never run out, which gives Lake so much to offer. I'm interested in what you guys think about Lake, so if there's a better map or something, or maybe something I missed, drop it down below.